Hello everybody, this is Johnny21 and welcome back to another Noteblock tutorial video. Today we're going to be doing Astronomia, which is better known as the Coffin Dancing Meme song. Yes, it's that song that plays in the background where the guys dance with the coffin on their shoulders. So let's just take a listen. So yes, this is the song in a kind of like an abbreviated form, as I've got these like signs up here explaining. So we have Motif A, which is essentially, if you don't know what a motif is, it's essentially just a musical idea. Now this is marked out by the red wool. So this is the kind of the da 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 part, like the quavers just leading up to the actual like meme part of the song. And this requires you to have 32 note blocks and 31 repeaters. And then Motif B, which is marked out by the blue blocks, I've only made once, but it actually plays twice. I've got a little sign here explaining that it basically goes A, then 2 Motif Bs, then A, then 2 Motif Bs. So here I've put what it actually is for 2 Motif Bs, so you need 48 note blocks and 63 repeaters. Again, these are kind of the repeaters. I think the note blocks are right, but I'm not sure the repeaters are right. I've just crafted up 100 repeaters just in case, if you're doing this in survival. If you're in creative, you've got nothing to worry about. So essentially, this song runs the first bit, the quaver bit, the motif A, and then the chorus bit, which is a B bit, twice. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to build both of them so you can construct the song for yourself. Just a quick note before we begin. This behind me is very long, and as you can see, it stretches out into the distance. I'm going to try and compact it in this tutorial as best as possible, so you won't have to worry about it taking up too much space. First, I'm going to do the motif A bit. Now, this might seem quite daunting as I've put down loads of note blocks, but this essentially is just a grid, which is 8 note blocks by 4 note blocks, and leaving a gap in between each one for repeaters, and a gap between the lines, of course, to link them up. So this is the beginning of motif A, and next I'm just going to put a repeater of 3 ticks in like a line like this between each one. So each one's going to be on 3 ticks. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get to the turn, just to show you what you do then. So then you have to turn, go right, and then carry on, and then just do this and just keep snaking round until you've got to this note block. So as you can see, I've put a repeater on 3 ticks between each note block in these, like in this little grid thing. So there's 32 note blocks here, and now I'm going to get on to the tuning. So I'm not going to tune every single note block, as a lot of them are like the same note over and over again, especially like in groups of 4. So the first group is tuned to 3, and this is the same for this one, and this one. So the first 4 all on 3. Next, you have 4 on 7. So this one, and this one are all going to be 7. So the next 4 are 7. Then the next 4 are all 5. So this one's going to be 5, this one's going to be 5. Next one's 10 for the next 4. And then the next 4 are 12. And then the next 4 are 12. And the next 4 are 12. So once you reach this note block here, that's 12, essentially this now goes 12 times, which is a good way to remember it. So this group of 4, this group of 4, and this group of 4 are all tuned to 12. Then these last 4 are all different. So this one's 7, followed by 5, followed by 3, and then followed by 2. So that should hopefully work for you. I'm now going to go ahead and tune them all, and then you can listen to it and see if yours sounds the same as mine. So I've gone ahead and tuned it up. So this is what it should sound like. And then that leads into the next motif, which is motif B, which is the chorus bit. It may sound a little bit slow, all of these on like 3 ticks, but if you put them on 2 ticks, it sounds much faster than the actual recording. So this is probably the closest tempo you get to the actual recording of the song. So now we're moving on to motif B, which is like the chorus bit. And this I'm going to do block by block rather than placing an entire grid of note blocks and then tuning them, because this has got less repetition in it. So to start off, to link motifs A and B, you're going to want to place a repeater on 3 ticks. And then to start off motif B, it's literally just a note block on 0 ticks. Then followed by a repeater on 4 ticks and a repeater on 2 ticks. Followed by yet another note block on 0 ticks. Or not ticks, clicks. Then it's a redstone repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 7 clicks. Then it's another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 5 clicks. Then it's a repeater on 4 ticks, followed by a repeater on 2 ticks, followed by a note block on 3 clicks. This is then followed by yet another repeater on 4 ticks and a repeater on 2 ticks, and a note block on 2 clicks this time. Then, to make this work, you're going to want to place a repeater here on 4 clicks, and then you're going to want to have to turn the corner, otherwise this won't be as compact as it could be. So you see, just turn the corner like that, and this one's on 2 ticks, so we've got a 6 tick delay between this one and the next one. And this is the same as the other note block here. This is on 2, followed by another one on 2 with a repeater on 3 ticks. Another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 5. Another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 5. Another repeater on 3 ticks. This is like a common theme. Most of this is quavers, so there's lots of 3 ticks. And this is followed by, what was the last one I did? 5. So this is followed by a note block on 3. Just going to interrupt past Jonathan there. I'm just going to say that I think I've got this rhythm wrong here, because this goes 5-5. There should only actually be one note block on 5, and the other one shouldn't exist at all. So I think it's just the sheet music I was following used 2 quavers / 8th notes, I guess, instead of 1. But in the actual recording of the song, it actually only uses 1. So to fix that, all you're going to need to do, you could probably like rejiggle this in some way, but I'm just going to take out one of the 5s here and just show you that literally all you need to do, if you've built it this way, then you literally just loop it up there. I also noticed that earlier I'd also made a mistake. So this was on 3 rather than 2, so I'm sorry if that confused you. Anyway, we're probably going to go back to the present now, and this is going to be a really abrupt cuts and stuff like that, but I just wanted to let you know. Then again, another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block, this one on 2 clicks. Oh, destroyed the grass block. Next, another repeater. This time, we're just gonna, no redstone required. This is just a 3-tick one again. And this is another note block on 0 clicks, so you don't need to touch that. Then, 2 repeaters, one on 4 ticks and one on 2 ticks. Oh, that's 3. 2 ticks. And then a note block again on 0 clicks. Then another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 15 clicks this time. Then another repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 14 clicks. So it's kind of now an alternating thing between this one, so 15, 14, and that's 15, 14, and then 15. Just so this is the bit at the end of the phrase. So this one is going to be 15. Followed by a note block on 14 clicks, making sure there's repeaters of 3 ticks between each of these. Then turn, place a repeater on 3 ticks, and then a note block on 15 clicks. Then a repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 0 clicks. This is then followed by a repeater on 4 ticks, and a repeater on 2 ticks, and then another note block on 0 clicks. Now we're just going to do the same 15 and 14 pattern as we did before, and this one's now going to be 15. Then 14, making sure to put 3 ticks between each one. Then 3 ticks and a note block on 15 clicks. Then turn and place a repeater on 3 ticks, followed by a note block on 14 clicks. Yeah, this one was 50. Yes, 15, 14, and then a final 15 and 1. So this is the final note in the phrase of, well, the motif B, I meant. So another repeater on 3 ticks and a note block on 15 clicks. And that just about wraps up the motif B. Now, this begins here, I believe. This one's 0. So I'm just going to mark it out. So here to here, you're going to have to repeat twice. So you're going to have to make all of this a second time. I might have been able to compact this a bit better, but I was literally just compacting it as I go. I'm sure you'll be able to work out something. It's not the hardest redstone in the world. It's just repeaters. And you can use a bit of dust if you find yourself in trouble like I did. So essentially, you have to make this motif B 2 times, and then you get it to the original song. But I'm just going to make the 2 motifs, because this video is already very, very long, and it's probably been quite boring, because it's just placing note blocks and then 3 ticks. It's something you have to do with note block songs, I guess. So essentially, let's just give this a listen to make sure I've just got it right. Of course, we've already listened to motif A, so that should be fine. I think there might have been a wrong note in there. 2, 3, 5, 5. Oh, okay. I apologise if I said this earlier. That should be 2. So then we get if I just started from here rather than all the way back there. Yes, so I'm really sorry if you got confused earlier. If I said 2 and tuned it to 3, but that should be 2, 2, 5, 5, 5 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, and then 3. So I hope this was useful, and I hope that this taught you how to build it. I can leave in the description an actual instructions guide on how to build this. Like I can type in all the instructions. This might not come out as soon as the video is released, so this description might not be there. I might make a comment with them all in. This is a really lengthy song, and if I've got anything wrong or if I accidentally skipped over something, then yeah, I'll see that's corrected. But anyway, I'm sure when I'm going through editing, I'll be able to put any titles up on the screen that will be able to, tell you if I went wrong to correct some errors. But anyway, this has been Jono21, and I shall see you later.